a change.
You are now responsible to do your part throughout the entire state of Florida to make sure that we have an overwhelming sweep of red victory to one, get Governor Ron DeSantis reelected in 2022, and to make sure that we secure the men and women who are running for office at whatever level, from school board to state house to state senate, commissioners, mayors, that we are going to see an overwhelming spread of victory in 2022. It's up to each and every one of you to make sure you do your part. Make sure that you verify that your signature is correct on your voter registration. I bought something there in my car, so don't leave here if you're not registered to vote. Make sure that you're registered to vote. Make sure that your signature is updated. And most importantly, let other people know it's okay to be a Republican. It is not a racist thing. Look around. This is nothing but diversity. This shows you that our party is a party of diversity in spite of the leftist media. We are doing great things in our nation, and we're going to grow, and we're going to grow, as President Trump would say, bigly. And so we're going to do it. Does anyone have any questions? I'd like to answer it if anyone has any questions. I'm the founder and president of House of Timothy, which is a non-for-profit organization that works with youth and young adult boys ages 7 to 25. So we help to cultivate and develop. One of the guys that was in my program I ended up adopting, his name is Jerome. And so our program works with mental health, behavior, substance use, whatever the issue is. They don't have to be in those categories. Sometimes I had one lady that called and said, can you take my son for 3 weeks and straighten him up, and I'll come back and get him? And I took him for 3 weeks, and he went back different. So we have a way of getting to the heads of these people. But we work with them for three weeks and send them back. So we do that. I do occasionally allow to work with them one-on-one like that. Often I try not to do that because it becomes like, running for office and carrying, a 14-year-old around with you is kind of difficult, especially when they just want to play Roblox. So that our organization focuses on that, and then part of our organization, the umbrella of that, is Project Exodus, where we help with fighting against human trafficking. How I discovered human trafficking was really a serious issue. If you remember, I said I was homeless. During that time of being homeless, we went around to like 10 or so different hotels during that time. And the average age is 10 years old for human trafficking. And Florida is number 3 in the country. I want y'all to understand that. Florida is number 3 in the country for human trafficking. Anyone running for office, you need to make sure that it's part of your platform. And the reason why is we do not have strict enough laws in place for the people who are the predators. And we need you guys to really stand up and help fight against human trafficking. So Florida is number 3. Orange County is number 2 in the region for human trafficking. Orlando is number 3 among all the cities in the United States for human trafficking. As I said, the average age is 10. Girls are used for sex. The guys are used for work labor. You will find them in any place you see ran down looking hotels. I guarantee you that's what's taking place there. If you go to big games, like they just had the EDC, is that what it was? Yeah, EDC, it was like 95,000 people a day. That was a cesspool for human trafficking. Anytime you see, even when they had the NFL, I think they arrested like 120 or 130 traffickers during the Super Bowl. And that lets you know what is taking place. And so we need those that are going to stand up again. These are our kids. We got to protect them in the womb, but when they get here, they also need protecting. And it is sad that this is happening. I went to the border a couple of weeks ago, and it's the same thing. I saw the wristbands that they had enough for a child with a price tag on it. They have to pay the cartel to get over. These are kids that are being, I walked over the bridge into Mexico, $2 to park, $1 to get into Mexico, a quarter to get out of Mexico. Just think about that. that Republican or Democrat, you have to do what is right. And at the end of the day, there are individuals who are Republicans that do not do what is right. And it's all because it's easy to collect money when it's election cycles, but when you're really about the people, all that really doesn't matter. Because I tell people this, whether it's pizza, or you can go on the back of, I love her truck, but you go on the back of her truck and just grab a microphone and just sit there in an open parking lot and speak truth from the back of a truck and do those things. Why would you have to go to sit under a place that has chandeliers to appeal to the 40 to 50 people that you're going to see at the next chandelier event? But every person that is actually there that's going to help you, and they're going to come from me after all this. But the truth is like when it boils down to it, I know there's 215,000 registered Republicans in Orange County. That is more than the 40 people that we try to appease. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what you need to look at when you're looking at candidates. Is what is their motive behind running? What is their motive behind doing those things? And I said, people get impressed with resumes. I'm done with that. Because anybody can give you a resume. I can type it right now and tell you I was a butcher, I was a baker, I was a candlestick maker. See how I rhymed it? But the question is, show me your track record and where you've been the last 2 years. I know candidates that didn't pop up until the last 6 months and dump in a bunch of money, and now all of a sudden they ready to take off the storm. Where were you before then? How many doors did you knock? How many people did you go and encounter? How many people, and I share this personally, that what I'm experiencing, how many people have you encountered? How many buildings have you been kicked out? If we go and evangelize Jesus Christ, we can evangelize conservative principles. Okay? All right? It's just that simple. If you made a simple, I'm like, hey, come on, let me tell you what they're not doing for you. It's the same thing. Let me tell you what the devil's not doing for you. See, that's evangelism. Then you go, let me tell you what the Democrats not doing. Code word for the devil. That's what you got to do. You have to be bold. We are in the age of being bold. And that's where we are. And I tell people this, and I'll say this, Admiral Cubic that I was telling you about, he pulled us to the side and he was talking. He said, you know what I'm looking for in 2022? He said, I'm looking for candidates that they don't care if they get elected and have one term, but they're going to represent us. That's what he said. And I said, wait, that's how I like it. And I was like, that's exactly that's how I feel. Don't be discouraged. Be encouraged. Because the best is not yet to come. The best is here. The best is here because the best is in you. Okay? That's how come it's here. And if you go out and you go whatever you do in your everyday, you have an opportunity to be a witness of conservatism and Jesus Christ. All right? Any other questions? You know that.
One more thing. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm gonna pass. I'm used to it.
This is a good one. How can we help you?
TeamWillie.com/donate. There you go. There you go. That was it. I'm going to get to that. I was tired. That was going to be my
okay.
I was going to over there. But yes, go and donate.
So you crossed over the Mexican border and came back over. Are you eligible for the $450,000?
Bring your kid with you. Bring your kid with you.
Now we can get it. Well, my opinion on that is we need to secure the borders. Absolutely. You know, that is the reason why we have drugs. That is the reason why we have the human and sex trafficking going on. The border needs to be secured. We need to actually have Kamala Harris do something. So she's not, she's not doing anything on the border. To be honest with you, it's going to take us to really do that. I know, what I hear when I put stuff on Twitter, and like, really, we don't have enough Republicans to do this. People look at the elected officials as the only source to get things done. But the beginning of our Constitution says what?
We the people.
That's it. We the people. If enough of us get up, what are they going to do? You ever seen that meme when it was a meme and it was like a city or whatever was on top, and it showed the people rising up and basically pushing them off? And that's where we are right now. It's like if all of us rise up together, what can they do? How can they stop us? I don't know where this is going, but I'm not encouraging a revolt. But that'll be the next thing. Encouraging them to revolt. But anyway, no, we have to stand up. We have to stand up for for God's sake. Any other questions? Yeah, teamwillie.com.
I would like to do a special song for you to take on the trail
Let's go.
with you. Can I do that?
Come on.
Come on, guys. Oh boy.
Song I would like to can I call you Reverend Willie? Sure. Reverend Willie. And my help is Mr. Rick, Mr. Larry on the drums, and Mr. Larry of Joe's New York Style Pizzeria.
Helping in the morning, helping in the evening, on the campaign trail. Yeah, campaign trail. Yeah, we're on the campaign trail. Take it on with the campaign trail. Helping in the evening, helping in the morning, helping in the evening. Come on, I take you there. Come on, really down. I take you there. On the campaign trail. I take you there. Come on down. Yeah, yeah. I take you there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I take you there. Oh, yeah.
Baby, up, say I just wanna tell the truth. Everybody that's up in here, throw your best up so it's clear. I'ma be loving you. I'll be loving you. Swag in the way that I walk now, head high like I don't know how to look down. I'll be loving you. Like I don't know how to look down. Like hard and we know that now, but I still walk around town. Gimme purpose. No, I never ever nervous. Everything you say believe her. No, I never ever leave her. I ain't stepping down off this word. I'ma keep this thing clear, that's for sure. Well,